be selected each week of the fall and spring semesters, and they'll not only get a chance to share their story live on Two Telling Nuanez each Friday, but they'll also have a chance to get a college scholarship at the end of the school year. Submit your Mattress Firm Student Athlete of the Week to MattressFirmMT.com.
On the rink or on the lake, Play It Again Sports can upgrade your skating season. If your hockey gear doesn't fit, trade it in for new. Play It Again Sports has the latest and greatest in hockey gear, and they're the only authorized CCM and Bauer dealers in Helena. Maybe you're working your way up a spin or an axle in the figure skating arena. Play It Again Sports.
Carroll College welcomes all players, officials, and spectators to tonight's contest. As a member of the NAIA and the Frontier Athletic Conference, we are committed to the true spirit of competition by being a champion of character through the 5 core character values the NAIA embraces, which are respect, integrity, responsibility.
And your guys are back in class, your students, and I know that changes the schedule a little bit. I mean, how does that change your amount of time you have or your availability for preparation and all that, and that whole process throughout the course of the week?
It's just kind of back to a normal schedule, so not a big change. The guys obviously have more on their plate now with school, and so it's a good transition. We've had a really long break, and the guys need to be going to class and staying busy, so we're happy that school has started.
I know you mentioned last weekend you guys sharing the ball. Part of the result of that was Jovan coming out and getting Conference Player of the Week this week. I know, like you said, it was a team effort. It took all 5 guys on the floor to make it happen. But now that you get ready to play Tech, you know, Jovan had his struggles against Tech early on in the season. Is it going to take, you know, a good team effort, moving that ball around, setting up everyone with the best shots to kind of put together a nice offensive performance this weekend against Tech now that you play them for the 3rd time?
Yeah, they're going to try to take away Jovan and Shamrock with some face guarding and denials and stuff, so we got to just have those other guys be ready to shoot, and those guys can facilitate a little bit more, and then once we start making shots from the other group of guys, then our offense is going to be hard to stop. So we know that they're going to be trying to take away those two, and it'll lead to some open opportunities for some other guys.
And what would you say are some of the biggest differences between, I mean, mainly just the improvements your team has made up to now since those last games when you played against Tech to start off conference play?
Yeah, I just think our maturity level, we got some great road wins up in Havre. I thought that was a good catalyst for us to start kind of playing up to our potential, and then I thought we played well versus Providence as well, both games, and we played them as good as anybody, and then it carried into last weekend, 2 home wins, and we just got to keep it going. And then our defense is good. We rebound the ball defensively. We're 2nd in the NAI, so we guard you, and then we get the ball on stops, and then we're looking to push it up and get into our stuff. So yeah, we have improved, and I think it's probably starts on the defensive end and then offensively moving the ball.
What would you say are maybe some keys to victory tonight?
You gotta limit Diallo. He's like the leading scorer in the league and takes a ton of shots and makes them. And then when he misses, they got some big hosses down there that can offensive rebound, and Baumstark and Larson, and shoot, we might even see Taylor England tonight. So they got some big guys we got to block out and limit their chances offensively.
Well, Coach, I appreciate your time, and best of luck tonight.
All right, Daniel. Go Saints.
Coach Kurt Paulson joining me in the Rutgers Furniture Coaches Lounge. We'll have more pregame show coming up next here on Rewind 94.9.
Dear Winter, we're not scared of you, because almost nothing can stand in the way of a new 2021 Toyota. When you say stay home under a blanket, the Camry all-wheel drive comes out to play. The 2021 Corolla is hotter than ever, with tons of tech to keep you plugged in to your favorite apps, music, and more. Snowy hills don't stand a chance against the RAV4's available all-wheel drive with multi-terrain select. And with over 200 horses under the hood, the RAV4 weathers the toughest storms. Grab the family, hop in the Highlander, and go build some snowmen. Everyone will be comfy with available heated front seats and cushy seating for up to 8. With 15 models featuring available all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive, Toyota will get you everywhere you need to be this season. See you in the snow. Toyota. Find yours at toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
So you made the decision to own a handgun. Then you made the next logical choice to go to Range 406. Because Range 406 knows that owning a handgun comes with responsibility. Range 406 helps you fulfill those responsibilities with information on safety instructions on how to operate your handgun. From home protection to competitive target practice, Range 406 can help you get the most out of your handgun. Range 406, the mostly green building, just 2 blocks from the Ice Palace.
Don't miss the January clearance going on now at Rutgers Furniture. It's a new year, and January is the perfect time to shop for store-wide savings on new furniture for your home. At Rutgers, you'll find the largest in-stock selection of home furnishings in the Helena area. Whether you want to furnish one room or your entire house, Rutgers has the selection you want at prices you can afford, and financing is available. Ask for details. Don't miss the January clearance going on now at Rutgers Furniture, 1010 Dearborn, Helena.
You're listening to Saints basketball. Tip-off is next on Rewind 94.9, your home for the Saints.
Daniel Sally back here inside the Brad Schmidt Allstate Insurance broadcast booth, joined by the Hall of Famer Coach Gary Turcotte. A few minutes away here from Game 2 of tonight's Frontier Conference doubleheader between Montana Tech and Carroll College. Of course, tonight now the men going toe-to-toe. Like I mentioned earlier, we got Taylor England suited up for this Montana Tech basketball team. Of course, he's going to be an important guy to keep an eye on. But starting with the Orediggers, Coach, I think my biggest player to watch them is Sindhu Diallo, just the point guard for this Tech offense. But as far as his scoring abilities go, he has the potential to be a game breaker any given night for this Tech offense.
And he really does. But I'm going to say this tonight. Dennis Flowers has the ability to guard him.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Dennis has had a slow start, and I think he's had one really spectacular game and a couple of good games, but he is a guy that is a stopper. He is a guy that can take the other team's best guy and lock him up. And I'd like to see him take that challenge this weekend to guard the guy that's the leading scorer in the league, probably playing better than anybody.
He's got that trade in him just like Ife Kalajaye did.
And he does, and the talent, the foot speed, the anticipation, and the length. So that's the matchup that I'll be looking for. And then, of course, inside with what Carroll's able to do against England, that'll be interesting to see because he is a load in there.
Mm-hmm. Oh, my. I mean, what he does, a lot of the attention paid to Taylor England is for what he does on the defensive end. But his offensive prowess is almost just as good as what he does defensively. And looking at the Saints, especially with Taylor playing, they got Baumstark, they got Bridger Larson. I think Brendan Temple's going to be a pivotal piece for this Carroll team tonight. He's my player to watch for the Saints.
Well, he's been improving, no question. And it's just been a slow, steady improvement. It's like, 1 or 2% a day, 2 or 3% a week. And all of a sudden, he's contributing a lot to this basketball team.
Well, that'll do it for our pregame show here. We got 40 minutes of basketball coming up, and we're going to have it for you here from the PE Center as we get ready for Game 2 of tonight's Frontier Conference doubleheader. It's a rivalry game, Montana Tech and Carroll College, and we'll have it here, tip-off just around the corner. We'll step away for about 3 minutes, and when we come back, we'll have some Frontier Conference basketball action. You're listening to Carroll College basketball here on Rewind 94.9, KCAP.com, and in Butte on KBOW Butte.
When you need it, rent it at A1 Rentals.
Got projects projects, make a stop at A1 Rental. They've got what you need. Sheetrock lifts and texture
Ladies
machines.
and gentlemen, welcome to the P Center on the campus of Carroll College
Heaters,
for
electrical
today's game
propane.
between the
Perfect
visiting
finish, too.
Ordiggers of
Located at
Montana
1400
Tech
seater next to
and your
Party
Carroll
Plus.
College Fighting Saints. Please stand and remove your hats for the pregame prayer.
Don't miss January clearance savings at Furniture Showroom. Stop in today for fantastic sale prices on our great selection of quality name brand sofas, love seats, sectionals, recliners, tables, and more. And if you need a new bed, you'll love the fantastic prices and incredible comfort you'll find on our complete selection of extremely affordable therapeutic beds. 12-month financing is available with approved credit on most purchases over $299. Don't miss January clearance savings at Furniture Showroom, 2200 North Last Chance Gulch in Helena.
Dear Winter, we're not scared of you because almost nothing can stand in the way of a new 2021 Toyota. When you say stay home under a blanket, the Camry all-wheel drive comes out to play. The 2021 Corolla is hotter than ever with tons of tech to keep you plugged in to your favorite apps, music, and more. Snowy hills don't stand a chance against the RAV4's available all-wheel drive with multi-terrain select. And with over 200 horses under the hood, the RAV4 weathers the toughest storms. Grab the family, hop in the Highlander, and go build some snowmen. Everyone will be comfy with available heated front seats and cushy seating for up to 8. With 15 models featuring available all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive, Toyota will get you everywhere you need to be this season. See you in the snow. Toyota. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
This is John Lagerquist of Century 21. Sometimes religion can make you feel like it's wrong to be blessed and have resources, but it gives our Heavenly Father pleasure to see you blessed. You may not see how it can happen, but that's not your job. Your job is to believe. You were created to live an abundant life. Scripture says that God will supply all our needs according to His riches. It doesn't say according to your talent or your education or if your boss likes you, if the economy is good, or if there is a pandemic. It's not according to what you have. It's according to what He has. Good news is God owns it all. If He doesn't have what you need, He can create it.
School is back in session, and it's time to start rallying around those high school heroes, students. Know a high schooler who excels in the classroom, who exemplifies school and community spirit? Nominations for the Mattress Firm Student of the Year are now being accepted. A new student will be selected each week of the fall and spring semesters, and they'll not only get a chance to share their story live on Tutela Nuanez each Friday, but they'll also have a chance to get a college scholarship at the end of the school year. Submit your Mattress Firm Student Athlete of the Week to mattressfirmmt.com.
KIMO HD3 Townsend, K235BW Helena. Super hits of the 60s, 70s, and more. And still your home for the Carroll College Saints. Rewind 94.9.
Back here inside the Brad Schmidt Allstate Insurance broadcast booth, Daniel Sally, joined, of course, with the Hall of Famer Coach Gary Turcotte as we get ready for tip-off here, just moments away inside the PE Center. We're going to go ahead and meet tonight's starting lineups. We'll start with the 5 for Montana Tech. Starting at guard, a 6'3" senior out of Tacoma, Washington. Number 0, that's Sindhu Diallo. Also starting at guard, a junior out of University Place, Washington, by way of Eastern Arizona Community College. That's number 1, Nate Ward. Starting in the front court, the Helena High Bengals, 6'7", 5 out of Helena High. That's number 20, Taylor England. Starting at forward, a 6'4" senior out of Missoula, Montana. That's Darius Collins. And the final starter of this 5, another big man, 6'8", a senior forward out of Warland, Wyoming, by way of Sheridan College. That's number 32, Cody Baumstark. Looking at the starting 5 for the Saints, it'll be the same lineup that Coach Paulson's been rolling with here these last couple weeks. Guy Pedra starting it out, a 6'6" freshman guard out of São Paulo, Brazil. Also in the backcourt, a 6'2" sophomore out of Woodland Hills, California. That's Dennis Flowers III. Playing forward, a 6'5" junior and the reigning Frontier Conference Player of the Week out of Belgrade, Serbia. That's number 21, Jovan Slovankinen. Playing point guard, a 6'1" junior guard out of Spokane, Washington. That's number 22, Shamrock Campbell. And rounding it out at forward, a 6'7" sophomore out of Castle Rock, Colorado. That's Brendan Temple, of course. Tech, coached by Adam Hyatt. Carroll, coached by Kurt Paulson. And this is one of the best chess matches, one of the best coaching battles, as I bring Coach Turcotte in, that you're going to find in the Frontier Conference. Two great basketball minds going toe-to-toe tonight with two very talented rosters.
Well, not only are they really good coaches, but they played against each other and had vicious battles. Kurt Paulson for Carroll and Adam Hyatt for Westminster. And it was a thing to watch when those two went at each other. And it is still to this day as they coach against each other.
Well, both teams taking the floor. Montana Tech in their road green uniforms, white numbers, copper trim. Carroll in their gray alternate uniforms tonight, purple numbers, gold trim on those. It'll be Baumstark and Temple going toe-to-toe in the circle for the tip-off. Official comes in, throws it up, and it's knocked out by Temple. The Saints win the tip, going right to left. They will start off the ball game. It's Shamrock Campbell. Campbell swings it around now. Pedro, top of the key, up top to Dennis Flowers, the third, guarded by Diallo. He passes to Slovankinen. Slovankinen, the reigning conference player of the week, will have his hands full, going toe-to-toe with England and Baumstark, but it's no problem on the first possession as he drives, pump fakes, and knocks it off the glass for two
and
to
Daniel,
start off the Saints.
He drove right, and Tech wants him to drive right, but that time he did what Tech wanted, and he still finished.
Opposite hand going crazy for Jovan Slovankinen as Baumstark inside kicks it out. It's Taylor England, top of the key. He drives. Temple lets up, tries to take a charge. The ball bounces out, though. Shot no good from England, and it's rebounded by the Saints. Here's Shamrock Campbell. Up the top of the key, passed it over to Flowers. Dennis Flowers, the third, the sophomore. Last year's freshman of the year in the Frontier Conference. Gets it to Slovankinen. Slovankinen on the drive. Pump fakes, kicks it out. Shamrock Campbell on the drive. Now gets it back. Slovankinen, three. Yes! Jovan Slovankinen from downtown. And that's a quick 5-0 Jovan Slovankinen run to start out this game for the Saints. Nate Ward up the court, gets it to Collins. Collins over to Diallo. Diallo now near side, gets it to England. England to Ward. Ward on the drive, puts up a runner off the glass and in for two. Nate Ward, first bucket on the board for the Orediggers, 5-2. It's a 3-point Saints lead. 18.5 minutes left here in the first. Here's Slovankinen on the other side. Gets it out to Campbell. Campbell thinks about three now. Gets Slovankinen, three from Jovan, and he buries it. Jovan Slovankinen, 8 early points. He is on fire to start this ball game.
And you saw how Shamrock turned down his own shot to get Jovan because he knows Jovan is hot.
Selfless.
Yeah, and that's just leadership.
Cody Baumstark hands it off to Diallo. Diallo on the drive, goes by Campbell. Here's Flowers on the help defense who knocks it out. Now Ward with it, top of the key. Looks out for Diallo, throws it out of bounds. A turnover forced by the Saints. And Coach Turcotte, I know we're only 2 minutes into the game, but this energy the Saints are bringing, it's contagious right now.
Well, they're playing defense.
Oh, yeah.
They're in a little run right to start the ball game.
Shamrock Campbell, top of the key. Gets it to Jovan Slovankinen. High screen from Temple. Slovankinen takes it on the elbow, gets it out to Flowers. Flowers on the drive, pump fakes, gets it inside to Temple. Ball's loose, knocked out, stolen by Darius Collins. Collins with the outlet pass, gets it to Diallo. Diallo up the floor for the Orediggers. Diallo to Ward now. Ward, top of the key, passes it near side back to Diallo. Diallo off the screen from Baumstark, passes it over to Baumstark, now up top to Taylor England. England on the drive, gets by Slovankinen. Slovankinen steals the ball from him and gets it right back. The Saints force a turnover. Shamrock Campbell to the other end. Passes it to Slovankinen. Slovankinen, another three. Got it! Jovan Slovankinen on fire to start this ball game. My, oh my, Coach Turcotte. Whew.
Yeah.
Nate Ward down to the other end, finds Baumstark cutting, open lane, and Shamrock Campbell fouls him as he goes up for it, and Campbell questioning the call. It looked like it was on the way down, but it's a silly foul regardless.
Very, very, very little there.
Coach Paulson not happy. He's going to ditch the suit jacket.
It was just, it's just a no call.
It's tacky.
It's
just not tacky. It's a ticky-tack foul.
It's just a no call.
Baumstark step into the line. 11 points on the board for the Saints. They lead 11-4 by 7, and all 11 of those, for any of you just coming in, they came from Jovan Slovankinen, the reigning Frontier Conference Player of the Week. Baumstark's free throw, no good. So, Gary, like I always say, ball don't lie.
Yeah.
You think that wasn't a foul? Well, there's your answer. The free throw's no good, so it doesn't matter anyway. It's Carroll basketball. Shamrock with one personal foul on the board. We'll monitor that as the game goes on, as always. Dennis Flowers on the other end gets it out to Slavankinen. Slavankinen driving on Bridger Larson. This time kicks it out to Pedra in the corner. Now up top, it's Campbell out to Flowers. Flowers drives, pull up, Jay off the back rim, no good. Temple goes up for the rebound. That ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Sindhu Diallo.
That's a good shot by Dennis. What Dennis brings to the table is a guy that can get his own shot. You know, and when the shot clock's running down, that's when Dennis needs to take that shot. He missed it, but it was a good shot.
Yes. Slavankinen inbounds from the baseline. With it is Campbell on the corner. He gets it up top to Okeke, and now Slavankinen with it again near side. Slavankinen inside, goes to Brendan Temple. Brendan Temple faces up on Baumstark, puts his back to the basket, kicks it out. Pedra, three. Yes! Guy Pedra, the freshman, knocks it down, and it's a 10-point Saints lead, 14-4 here at the 16-minute mark in the second half. Darius Collins to the other end. He drives, puts up a shot. It's no good. Rebound brought down at Fani Okeke. Okeke to Campbell. Saints will slow it down and get it up court to Slavankinen. Slavankinen now to Okeke on the wing. Inside he goes to Temple. Temple posts up, picks up his dribble, decides to get it out to Slavankinen. Slavankinen on Larson, gets it to Pedra. Good rotation by the Saints. They get it over to Campbell. Campbell drives, dumps it off, backdoor pass to Temple, off the glass and in for two. And what a pass by Shamrock Campbell for the bucket. A full timeout called by Coach Hyatt, and the Saints open this game on a 16-4 run. We'll step aside for 60 seconds. 15:41 on the clock. Saints lead 16-4. You're listening to Carroll Basketball on Rewind 94.9 and KBOW Butte.
It's time to embrace your next big winter adventure. Whether it's hockey, snowshoeing, or downhill or cross-country skiing, Play It Again Sports is the place to start. Find tons of brand-name new and used winter sports gear at great prices. Keep warm with jackets, gloves, hats, and goggles in all sizes. Outfit your feet with downhill and cross-country skis and boots, snowboards, skates, and snowshoes. Give winter a nice warm hug. Get out there and play with help from Play It Again Sports, Helena's winter sports headquarters, next to Mackenzie River Pizza.
It's the classic showdown, folks. Maintenance versus repair. Who will win this fight?
Right away, maintenance comes out swinging, oiling and lubricating, really getting it done, Bob.
That leaves repair in a tough position with everything in working order. Repair can't do much damage.
Oh, and here comes maintenance with his regular schedule.
And maintenance defeats repair with a knockout.
Regularly schedule your maintenance with DJ's Automotive. Brakes, fluids, oil changes, and tune-ups. DJ's Automotive, here for you and your wheels.
Back from the timeout, Daniel Sally here inside the Brad Schmidt Allstate Insurance broadcast booth, joined by Gary Turka as the Saints lead 16-4 early on in this ball game over Montana Tech. Nate Ward up the floor, going across the timeline for Montana Tech out of the timeout. He's guarded by Pedra at the top of the key. Ward to Baumstark on the wing. Inside to Diallo. Diallo on the drive. Puts it up, off the glass, no good. Rebound brought down Baumstark, but he's swatted by Temple. That one goes out of bounds, and the Diggers, will inbound from the baseline. Fresh 20 seconds on the shot clock for them. Inbounding is Ward. He gets it to Baumstark. Baumstark up top. It's Diallo. Diallo pulls up. Jumper, and he knocks it down. Sindhu Diallo, he can stop on a dime.
Oh, that's it. That's his first bucket.
Shamrock Campbell up the other end, gets to Slavankinen in the corner. Slavankinen guarded by Larson, beats him off the dribble after the Hezzy move. He pump fakes, dumps it off to Temple. Temple's shot is blocked by Baumstark, but a little foul on the body there, I believe, by Bridger Larson.
Nice pass by Jovan.
The promise Jovan's shown these last couple weeks. Yeah. That's got to be terrifying on film for other teams.
He just, we know he can score and everything, but then when he starts making his teammates better with passes like that.
Whew.
Yeah.
Temple free throw, knocks it down. Before he takes his second one, Carroll Basketball on Rewind 94.9 is brought to you in part by Furniture Showroom. Why pay more? Every day is a great day to buy new home furnishings at Furniture Showroom. And John Lagerquist, Realtor at Century 21 Heritage Realty, serving all of your real estate needs from homes, commercial farms, ranches, and land. Call John at 439-0650. Free throw up from Temple. He knocks down the second. Nice job by Brennan to step up to the stripe and knock him down. It's Tech basketball. Nate Ward up the court, gets it to the far side. With it, Collins, he gets it back to Diallo. Diallo on the drive, kicks. Good ball movement by the Orders. They get it back to Ward. Ward on the drive, switches hands in midair and finishes the layup and gets the foul.
Well, he is quick.
Wow.
That is a very, very quick move.
You don't see that often at this level, people moving the ball hand to hand in midair.
Yeah, that crossover stuff, and that's beautiful.
Ward step into the line. Afterwork will check in for the Saints. Pedro will get a break. Get another ball handler out there for the Saints. Ward at the stripe. Ward, a lefty, puts up his second, and that one rolls in. He knocks it in for 2. Nate Ward with a 3-point play there. 18-9, the Saints lead back to 9 points. Malachi Afterwork up the floor. Passes it near side to Slovankin. Slovankin works to the top of the key. Now he drives, posts up, kicks it out. Afterwork to Okeke. Back inside to Temple. The Saints go. Temple posting up. Little turnaround baby hook with his right, and it's in for 2. Brendan Temple knocks it down. Guarded that time by Cody Lyles, a redshirt junior forward out of Florence, Montana. Lyles, top of the key, passes it near side. It's Diallo. Diallo on the drive, and a hand check, I believe, is called on Okeke. You know, Ifani turned around on that one and acted surprised, but sometimes he's good at selling that kind of stuff. Murat Guzlakic checking in for the Saints. And Murat's a valuable piece for Carroll in a game like this with a physical, tall lineup like Tech.
And you just know he's going to get better. He's raw. He's really raw, but he's got some talent.
Larson on the drive, goes up with it, and is fouled. Looks like Bridger Larson. Oh, they called him for an offensive foul.
They did. You're right. Good call.
Can we get some clarification?
Yeah, I think he led with that left elbow.
That's what I thought.
He spun,
I thought that too. We're not seeing a lot. Okay. We talk about official mechanics every week. Offensive foul, though. We're all good. Saints basketball. They lead by 11. 13:42 left in the first half. Here's Shamrock Campbell on the elbow. Kicks it out to Afterwork. Afterwork far side. Gets it over to Okeke. Okeke on the drive. Puts his back to the basket. Kicks it out to Campbell. Shot clock down to 10 seconds for the Saints. It's Campbell with it once again. Campbell to Guzlakic. Guzlakic posts up, turnaround, no good. Okeke gets it. He's got to get a shot up. It hits off of Taylor England, goes out of bounds. Correction, that got off Jovan. Last touch by Jovan, so it'll be Montana Tech basketball. Tech with the ball. 20-9. The Saints lead early on in this one. Now in the game running point for Tech is Drew Hughes, redshirt junior out of Bozeman, Montana. Hughes. Far side passes it to the top of the key. Nice ball movement by Tech. It's Bridger Larson now. Larson to the wing. Diallo looking to drive on Okeke. Puts up a turnaround. Blocked by Okeke.
My goodness, that's good defense.
And, you know, when you look at Ifani's development, it's the shot blocking that he keeps getting better on. And now on the other end, he makes a great finish in transition, and they're going to tee him up. Unbelievable.
They're teeing up Okeke?
Yes. Wow. So let me walk you back here. So Ifani made a great block, got the ball in transition, made an incredible move with the ball in midair, no less. Finished the shot, probably got fouled, but that wasn't called. And he let out a scream of excitement as Diallo makes the free throw.
Oh my goodness.
Go shoot one more. But Okeke kind of let out, you know, there's the classic like, you let go when you make a play like that. And
that
teed him up for that.
That is just ridiculous.
Ball don't lie, Coach. Second free throw, no good. Diallo splits the pair.
He said that, I think that the idea behind that call is it's taunting, but he was not in some player's face or trying to embarrass somebody. He was just exuberant in how excited he was. He made a spectacular play.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't like it.
Yeah.
You know me. I try not to voice about calls too much, but I don't like that. 22-10, down to the other end. Taylor England gets it. goes up with a lay-in and draws the foul, and one. And I mean, I tell you, a call like that just takes the air out of the building.
Yeah,
Coach.
that was very strange. Now, England that time went to set an on-ball screen and then slipped, cut to the basket as Carroll shows hard on on-ball screens, and that's a good counter. Tech made a nice play there.
Taylor England at the line getting ready to finish off the three-point play. His free throw up, and he knocks it down. So
that gets him going because he hasn't looked very comfortable up to that moment.
Yeah, so it was just a 22-9 Carroll lead. A quick 4-point swing in favor of Montana Tech. 22-13, 12 and a half minutes left here in the first half. Here's a drive from Slovankin and puts up a baby hook with his left and knocks it in. How about Jovan Slovankin?
Yep.
Whew. Drew Hughes up the court, gets it over far side. Sindhu Diallo with it now. Diallo on the drive, picked up by Flowers. Flowers knocks it loose off the leg of Diallo and out of bounds. And there's that on-ball defense by Dennis Flowers that you were talking about before the game, Coach.
He can be a stopper. He really can.
The best part is his backcourt mate, Shamrock Campbell, also not too shabby on the defensive end.
That's exactly right.
Campbell up the court, gets it to Slovankin near side. Slovankin out to Pedra. Now Flowers on the wing. Flowers gets a pick from Guzlakic. Gets it back to Slovankin. Three off the rim, no good. Slovankin goes for his own rebound, tipped out of bounds. Last touch by Jovan there. And Montana Tech will get the ball right back. Well, 24-13, Coach. A good start for this Carroll team. And obviously, you know, they say it's not about how you start, it's how you finish. But, I mean, if you're going to finish well, starting the game well helps out anyway. I mean, you got to be happy with this.
You really do. You know, one of the things that I've noticed about Montana Tech is how deep their team is. I mean, they might be as deep as anybody in the league. They play a lot of kids, and they don't lose an awful lot when they come off the bench.
I mean, Lyles is the guy. Cody Lyles wasn't playing those first two games but you got Hughes backing up Diallo at the point, and then at the other guard positions, you got Markeith Brown, Darius Collins. I mean, Nate Ward. They have a plethora of guys who can make plays. And out of bounds, that's last touch by Baumstark, and the Saints will get the ball back there. Nice turnover forced by the Saints defense.
Hughes could start for a lot of people in this league.
Oh, yeah. Very reliable ball handler.
Yeah.
But sometimes Sindhu Diallo is just also on the team. And Sindhu Diallo is one of the best players around. Here comes Dennis Flowers there, and he pump fakes, dumps it off to Temple. Temple in the lane, puts it up, and knocks it in for two.
Nice play, Dennis Flowers.
That's a good look by the Saints. Little sophomore to sophomore chemistry, Flowers to Temple on that one. Bridger Larson, top of the key, gets it out to the wing. Ball's loose. Shamrock Campbell knocks it down, and a jump ball. Possession arrow favors Montana Tech. I tell you, it looked like Campbell was getting ready to maybe try and call a timeout with that ball on the ground.
Well, if there's a loose ball on the ground and Shamrock Campbell's in the vicinity, he's going to get it. He's going to get it, I promise.
Hughes gets the inbound. Guarded at the top of the key. This time by Flowers. Works at far side, or near side, to Collins. He goes back to Hughes. Hughes is now far side on the screen. Pass it off. Collins, mid-range. Jay, no good. Rebound brought down. Bridger Larson. Larson swings around. It's Hughes. Hughes on the drive. Pull up. No good. Rebound brought down by Pedra. Pedra continues to impress on the boards. Here's Dennis Flowers the third. Flowers, pull up. He decides to pass out of that one. Gets it up top to Pedra. Pedra to Campbell. Back to Pedra. Far wing. Inside. He gets it to Temple. Temple posting up on Baumstark. Takes it in. No look pass to Pedra. Pedra top of the key. Back out to Flowers. Flower off the dribble. Pull up Jay, and he buries it. Dennis Flowers the third for three.
That's when Dennis wants to go one-on-one is late in the shot clock. That's what he can do. Late, he's got one-on-one stuff.
That quick little between the legs dribble there, man, that's cold. Baumstark on the other end. Blocked by Temple, but a foul called from the back official. It'll send Baumstark to the line for two.
Temple is just becoming so much more physical.
You can tell he's just so confident out there. Oh, my gosh.
Well, you know, strength brings confidence. As you get stronger, you get more confident.
Baumstark step into the line. Takes a look at the rim, takes his dribble. First free throw is up, and he knocks it down. He'll shoot one more. Nate Ward checking back in. Ward at a University Place, Washington. tell you, there's a lot of good basketball over in that neck of the woods down.
Is that a junior college out there by Seattle area? Or
Well, he went to Eastern Arizona College. University Place is a town right next to Tacoma.
I had not heard of it.
Yeah, I mean,
it's been there a while.
Yeah, it's basically just Tacoma. I mean,
yeah.
You could say it either way. 29-14 after the free throw. Dennis Flowers on the drive, pulls it back. He's from University Place. I'm assuming he went to Curtis High School. It doesn't say on the roster since he's a transfer. Curtis High School, the alma mater of Isaiah Thomas, formerly of the Boston Celtics, Sacramento Kings, Washington Huskies. Okeke on the drive. His shot up, no good, but a foul called on the rebound. Who's that on? Is that on Guy? Brendan Temple. Okay, all right. Slovankinen will check in. And we're in the bonus now, Coach.
Well, he's had a couple of tough calls against him right there. Those are 2 fouls right there.
That's his second in a matter of moments.
Yeah.
Bridger Larson will shoot a 1-and-1 nonetheless. Larson's first free throw up. And it's good. And before he takes his second, Carroll Basketball on Rewind 94.9 is brought to you in part by the Overland Express Restaurant, serving Helena families delicious all-American food along with their famous hot wings since 1975. Try them tomorrow night. Bridger Larson puts up his second, and that's no good. So he splits the pair at the stripe. Flowers gets the board. Dennis Flowers up the floor for the Saints, gets to Okeke. Okeke posts up, gets it out to Flowers, now to Campbell. Swing it around. Pedro on the wing. Inside to Slovankinen. Slovankinen posting up. Kicks it out. Okeke, 3. Yes! Ifeani Okeke wide open, and he knocks it down.
And Jovan just took his time, drew the double team, found the open man, got Okeke a wide open 3.
And Okeke is a guy who, he's not out there to shoot threes, but if you give him that shot, he's going to take it, and he will knock it down. Nate Ward over to Darius Collins on the wing. Collins back inside to Larson. Larson dumps it off to Baumstark. Baumstark puts it up. Little flick shot there. Knocks it in for 2.
That's a good random cut on the backside by Tech.
Flowers to the other end. Gets a high ball screen. Hands it off to Campbell. It's Campbell now. Campbell to Slovankinen. Slovankinen on Larson. Takes a spin move in the lane. Gets it to Okeke. Okeke on the baseline. Passes it back up to Flowers. Flowers. High ball screen from Okeke. He gets it up to Pedro. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Pedro drives. Puts up a runner off the rim. No good. Rebound brought down by Baumstark. He gets it out to Ward. Here's Ward up to the other end of the floor. Back to Baumstark. Top of the key. Now Diallo. Diallo near side to Larson. Larson's pass is intercepted after a deflection by Ifeani Okeke. Okeke finds a cutting Pedro. Pedro off the glass. No good, but he draws the foul. Guy Pedro will go to line to shoot 2.
Well, he took a shot. He really took a hard blow. He went down hard.
I'll tell you, Guy is long, so it doesn't show in a lot of definition, but he's a strong kid.
Yeah.
I mean, the way he was able to kind of maintain his body composure going through the lane in the midair through the contact there, very impressive. First free throw up from Guy Pedro, no good. Jaden Lieberg will check in the game for the Saints to give Dennis Flowers a break. Pedro will shoot another. Also, Taylor England checking in for Montana Tech. Bridger Larson will get a break on the bench. Free throw up, and it's good from Guy Pedro. So Pedro goes to the line, splits the pair. Up the court is Nate Ward for the Diggers. Ward gets into Diallo. Diallo drives, kicks to the corner. It's Collins. Collins on the drive, puts it up off the glass. Nice move to the hoop by Darius Collins. He knocks it in 4-2. Collins, the Hellgate High grad, played on a couple very talented teams there a few years ago.
Well, he's another kid that comes off the bench that can really play. Tech's got as good a depth as anybody.
Slovankinen out to Campbell. Campbell pulls it back, and a timeout called, I believe. Yeah, timeout, 30-second timeout called by Coach Paulson. Let's see, do they extend that to a media? Thinking they should. I don't think they will, though.
It's a 30. Yeah, it's a
30 seconds. So we'll go ahead and keep it right here, Coach Turcotte, and talk about what we've seen so far.
Well, what surprises me is that Diallo, they've held Diallo down, and they've held England down. Carroll has been able to shut down the 2 big guns of Montana Tech, and that is why they've held them to 19 points at this point, although Carroll in a little bit of foul trouble with 7 fouls, and Montana Tech surprisingly with only 2.
I'll tell you another thing I've noticed too is the Saints, they've been hot and cold a little bit defensively. As a whole, they're playing good defense. But what hasn't changed is they're getting the looks they want on the offensive end. And, I mean, that's how you get 33 points in the first 13 minutes of the game. That whatever Coach Paulson's calling, it's working right now. They're executing at a high efficiency.
They've been very patient on offense, Daniel. They're really playing with a purpose.
Out of the break, Okeke inside. Turnaround on the block. Nice set there to get Ifani a bucket. 35-19 Saints in the lead.
That's out of a timeout with 11 seconds on the shot clock, and they get a really good shot.
How about that? England posting up on Slovankinen. A lot of contact there, nothing doing though. Collins 3, guarded by Lieberg. Nice closeout by Jaden Lieberg. Forces the miss, out of bounds. That'll be a turnover. Saints will get it back. Dennis Flowers, the third, checking back in the game. He's got a call for it. Nobody saw him over there standing by the scorer's table. Not sure why. Jaden Lieberg will head to the bench though. Some good minutes from him. Nice defense there that time. Flowers back in. He's joined on the court by Pedra, Campbell, Slovankinen, and Okeke. Of course, Okeke going to get a lot more minutes in the first half here, especially with Brendan Temple in foul trouble. Shamrock Campbell, top of the key. Gets to Pedra, far side. Top of the key, gets it to Slovankinen. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Here's Slovankinen on the drive, spin move, loses possession, gets it back, loses it again. England steals the ball out. Here's Nate Ward to the other end. Ward cut off by Campbell on the baseline. He'll pull it back out to the wing. Ward to Diallo. Diallo gets the screen from Baumstark. Takes it in, pull-up jumper from the elbow. No good. Rebound brought down by England. Puts it right back in for 2. That's what Taylor England does.
Yeah, and Diallo, he got a pretty good look there at the free throw line. He hasn't had very many of those.
35-21. It's a football score here in Helena at the PE Center. 6:06 left in the first half. Dennis Flowers with the ball. Gives it to Slovankinen. Now Campbell. Campbell drives by Ward. Nice look backdoor for Okeke, but just a slight miss there, and it goes out of bounds. Another turnover by the Saints. Tech will get it right back.
Tech's defense has picked up a little bit, Daniel. They're picking up their defense. You can feel the intensity over there like a little green wave.
Green wave is right. 5:59 left. 35-21. We got a media timeout. Saints lead by 14. We'll be back in 60 seconds here on Rewind 94.9 and KBOW Butte.
Don't miss the January clearance going on now at Rucker's Furniture. It's a new year, and January is the perfect time to shop for store-wide savings on new furniture for your home. At Rucker's, you'll find the largest in-stock selection of home furnishings in the Helena area. Whether you want to furnish one room or your entire house, Rucker's has the selection you want at prices you can afford, and financing is available. Ask for details. Don't miss the January clearance going on now at Rucker's Furniture, 1010 Dearborn, Helena.
This is John Lagerquist of Century 21. Sometimes religion can make you feel like it's wrong to be blessed and have resources, but it gives our Heavenly Father pleasure to see you blessed. You may not see how it can happen, but that's not your job. Your job is to believe. You were created to live an abundant life. Scripture says that God will supply all our needs according to His riches. It doesn't say according to your talent or your education or if your boss likes you, if the economy is good, or if there is a pandemic. It's not according to what you have. It's according to what He has. Good news is He owns it all. If He doesn't have what you need, He can't create it.
Back from the timeout, Daniel Staley here inside the Brad Schmidt Allstate Insurance broadcast booth, joined as always by the Hall of Famer coach Gary Turcotte as the Saints lead Montana Tech 35-21, and it'll be Tech basketball off the turnover out of the media timeout. England will inbound and Nate Ward will take it up the court. Those two are joined by Baumstark, Collins, and Sindhu Diallo. So the starting 5 from this Tech team back on the court. Saints have their starting 5, sans Brendan Temple with Brad King taking his place. And down inside they go to Baumstark. Baumstark right away with a baby hook, and he puts it away for 2. 35-23, Saints lead cut down to 12. 5:38 on the clock. Shamrock getting pressured at half court. He gets a screen, picks up his dribble, gets it out to Slovankinen. Slovankinen guarded by England. He's going to take him to the hole, pump fake, turnaround, baby hook, got it. Jovan Slovankinen going back to the well. Ward to the other end, gets it out to Collins. Collins now Bombstark, top of the key, guarded by Brad King. And that's a charge if I've ever seen one.
Well, it's good defense by Shamrock.
Yeah. Campbell cut him off.
That's the yellow he took the charge on.
Yes.
And you can see Montana Tech has gone to a whole different level defensively on ball pressure, Daniel. If you'll watch them, they are really trying to change the momentum here with just kind of almost a manic on-ball pressure.
Jovan Slovankinen, top of the key, guarded by Taylor England. He hands it off to Campbell. Campbell back to Slovankinen. Slovankinen on the dribble drive, pulls it back to Flowers. Flowers, pull up. Jay, got it. Dennis Flowers with the long two. I tell you, his jump shot looks good, man.
It does
looks
look good
tonight.
Really under control.
39-23. And Nate Ward's shot is up and blocked by Brad King. Here comes the Saints in transition the other way. It's Shamrock Campbell. Campbell, high ball screen from Slovankinen. He gets it out to Pedra, far wing. Pedra back up top to Slovankinen. Now over to Flowers. Flowers the third. Crossover gets by Diallo, and Diallo's lucky there as Ward was there with the help defense and knocked it loose. Ward taking it to the other end. He's guarded by Slovankinen on the wing. Switched on to Pedra. Now it's England. England posting up on Slovankinen, takes it in, goes up with it, blocked by Slovankinen. Slovankinen almost tipped it back into the hoop for the Orediggers. Instead it bounces out. England gets another rebound and puts it in for a bucket.
Well, England doesn't look to me like he's 100%, but even at about 70, 60%, he's still a force in there.
He's a force, man. Flowers to Slovankinen up top. Slovankinen gets the high ball screen from Brad King, takes the three. Got it! Jovan Slovankinen. Man, oh man, coach.
Well, they went under the screen, and you just don't want to do that. Give him a wide open shot like that.
Jovan Slovankinen is on his way to reaching core of the earth hot tonight with the way he's scoring the basketball. The other end, it's Markeith Brown off the high ball screen, puts up a three from the far wing. It's no good. Rebound brought down by Dennis Flowers off the long bounce off the back iron. Flowers to the other end, and he draws a hand check there on Nate Ward. Only the fourth team foul on Montana Tech here. 3.5 minutes left. Should probably say the score at some point. 3.5 minutes left here in the first half. 42-25, the Saints in the lead. That's Nate Ward's first foul. Brad King heading to the bench with Dennis Flowers. Some good minutes there from Brad. Guy Pedra in the game, as well as Malachi Afwork. Pedra inbounds, Afwork up top, he's got it. Afwork, another ball player from that Tacoma area, man. A lot of people come out of there. Slovankinen up top on the drive, and a hand check. Looks like that's going to be called on Cody Lyles,
and that's
redshirt junior out of Florence.
Only the fifth foul on Montana Tech this half. And what Jovan can do is when Montana Tech puts that super pressure on, he can just bounce it by you and get to the rim.
He's quick.
And that's what you got to have against that kind of pressure.
Slovankinen off the dribble, takes it in, spin move, goes up with it. Foul, shot called off, they'll say that's on the floor.
Now that's exactly what I'm talking about. See, what Montana Tech is doing now is they're denying, they won't let you pass the ball from A to B, from guard to guard, guard to forward. Super pressure everywhere. You got to have a guy that can break down the defense, and that's what Jovan does. He's going to say, okay, you're going to play like that. That means you can't help. Then I'm going right at you.
Bridger Deeden, the redshirt freshman out of Hellgate, checking in the game for Montana Tech. Guy Pedro inbound from the baseline. I mean, Gary, you're exactly right. And the Saints have been looking for that. You know, they could get it whenever they wanted last year from Dane Warp, but now you can see Jovan as well as Dennis Flowers III both kind of stepping into those roles.
They're both guys who can do that. You got to have those guys on your basketball team.
Inbounding is Guy Pedro from the baseline. He gets it over to Afwork. Afwork now up top to Slovankinen. Slovankinen gets the screen. Takes it over to Pedra. Pedra, far wing, gets it to Okeke. Okeke posting up on Dual. He takes it in, beats him off the dribble. His shot is up, no good with his left. No good. Here come Montana Tech the other way. It's Sindhu Diallo, near wing, guarded by Shamrock Campbell. He passed it off to Dual. Dual guarded by Okeke. He takes him baseline. Okeke knocks it loose, out of bounds. Last touch by Dual, and that's a nice turnover there faced by Ifani Okeke. Afwork taking it up the court. Saints lead 42-25. 2.5 minutes left here in the first half. Guy Pedra, near side. getting into traffic, and another hand check, and there we are, 7 fouls. He'll shoot 1 and 1.
Well, you could see as Montana Tech is really trying to pick up the physicality of their defense, they are starting to foul. They had one foul.
The 8.5 minute mark?
Yeah.
It was when they got their first one or something like that?
And then they didn't get their second one until about 13 minutes.
Mhm.
Now they're all of a sudden up to 7.
Flowers in the game. OKK will get a rest. And as Pedro steps the line, don't forget Carroll Basketball on Rewind 94.9 is brought to you in part by Range 406, Helena's premier gun and hunting equipment store with 8 indoor shooting ranges for your enjoyment. The bright green building on the way to the bowling alley. Also, Mike Miller, State Farm Insurance, and 900 North Last Chance. Call Mike at 442-9900. Pedro misses the front end of the 1-and-1. It's rebounded by Montana Tech. Here comes the Orediggers up the court. Markeith Brown, far side, gets it up top. It's Darius Collins now. Collins to Deedon on the elbow. Deedon goes behind the back, takes it in, pump fakes, goes up with it again off the rim and rolls it over the front side. He knocks it down. 2:05 left here in the first half. It's 42-27 now in favor of the Saints. Jovan Slavankinen up the other end of the court, kicks out Afwork, open 3 from the wing, knocks it down. And there's that big smile on Afwork's face. He's been waiting for that one.
And that's a 3-point assist by Jovan Slavankinen.
Inside it's Dual. Dual guarded by Slavankinen. Baby hook over the top of Slavankinen. No good rebound brought down by Slavankinen. And Darius Collins called for the foul there. Tried to get by a Saints play. Oh, never mind. Foul call on Shamrock Campbell. I must have missed that. So Darius Collins will shoot 2. He was going up for a putback.
Yeah.
And it didn't look like he got hit.
Yeah, that was a very late whistle, so it was hard for us to tell. And he didn't blow that whistle till Carroll had secured the rebound and was starting down the other end.
And a lane violation on Montana Tech.
And what did you say about the ball don't lie?
The ball don't lie. Death, taxes, and the basketball telling the truth. That's Turcotte. There are 3 guarantees in this life.
That's the book of Daniel right there.
I'm only 23 years old, but if there's one thing I know, it's that. Well, a lane violation. The Saints get the ball right back. Here comes Dennis Flowers III. I should mention that was the front end of the 1-and-1. It was no good. There was a lane violation, so the Saints get it right back. Flowers to the other end. He shoots a 3 from the wing.
And that's not the shot that Coach Paulson wants.
Real early in the shot clock.
I promise. Yeah.
Collins, top of the key. Now with it is Brown. Markeith Brown guarded by Flowers. High ball screen from Dual. Here's a drive from Brown. Cut off by Pedro. Nice defense on the shot there from Pedro. He's waiting for him. And Pedro will now push it up the court for the Saints. Coach Paulson calls out a play. Now Flowers. Afwork. Back to Flowers.
And Montana Tech jumps into a zone here. They haven't done that.
Slavankinen. Well, you know it's good against the zone, Coach, getting the ball in the high post. So we'll see how they get it to Jovan soon. Dennis Flowers, far wing, 5 on the shot clock. Flowers drives, and he is fouled. That's on the floor. He'll go to the line and shoot a 1-and-1. But we saw last weekend against the zone, what did Carroll keep doing? They got the ball to Jovan on the high post.
They did.
And I think we're going to see that again. I'm interested to see if Hyatt's trying to bait Jovan into that, if they have some sort of trap implemented into that zone for him. But, I mean, you got to try anything when someone's giving you 18 points and it's only the first half.
Yeah.
Dennis Flowers III at the stripe. Puts up his front end of the 1-and-1, and it's no good. Wow, not great free throw shooting tonight from either team.
The free throw shooting has kept Carroll from kind of opening up a more substantial lead than they have.
Drew Hughes the other end. 20 seconds on the shot clock, 25 seconds on the game clock here in the first half. I should mention 45-27. It's an 18-point Saints lead. Hughes up top, gets a screen from Deedon. Works to the near side, gets it back to Deedon. Deedon 3 off the rim, no good. Rebound brought down by Slavankinen. Saints have 5 seconds. Slavankinen gets it across the timeline. Clock at 3 now. Slavankinen step back, no good. Rebound brought down by Deedon, and Deedon throws up a full court heave, but that was after the buzzer.
Jovan thought he had some contact there on his hand too.
He did. 45-27 though. Saints lead by 18, and that's a good first half for Coach Paulson and his fellas. We're going to go ahead and take a 2-minute timeout, but when we come back, we'll have the halftime show. Coach Turcotte and I will take a look at the stats We'll go ahead and break down the first half, maybe look ahead to the second half. And if you're lucky, we might even look ahead to tomorrow's games. We'll go ahead and take a break. We'll be back in 2 minutes here on Rewind 94.9, KCAP.com, and KBOW Butte.
Hello out there in Radio Land. This is Devin from the Gold Island Casino. It's always a good time here at the island with exciting games, a great player incentive program, tasty snacks and drinks, and lots of winning. I believe we have the best customers ever, so it's always pretty fun to come to work, and it's always a blast to hand out the winnings. I don't know if I'm on board with the whole Let's Make Ron Cranky campaign. I mean, he's a decent guy and everything. Who am I kidding? I love giving his money away. So come see me, Devin, on the night shift at Gold Island Casino, next to the Dollar Store in the Northgate Plaza. The luck starts here.
Only the best for a new, healthier you in 2021. J.D. Power's 2020 #1 in customer satisfaction. That's now 3 out of 4 years. The new Ergo Smart Base from Tempur-Pedic responds to snoring automatically. So no more nudging or opting for the couch. It's time to experience a better you. Get $300 in Mattress Firm bonus cash, plus an exclusive 365-night comfort guarantee on your new Tempur-Pedic.
Making your hotel reservations when your team is on the road, playing in the other cities of the Frontier Conference. You may also follow all the action in the Frontier Conference on Facebook and Twitter.
Got projects? Make a stop at A1 Rental. They've got what you need. Sheetrock lifts and texture machines, floor sanders, grinders and polishers for wood and concrete floors, heaters, electric and propane, carpet cleaners too. Located at 1400 Cedar, next to Party Plus.
When you need it, rent it at A1 Rentals.
You already know DJ's Automotive is here for you and your wheels. But did you know that includes campers and trailers with boats, ATVs, and snowmobiles too? DJ's Automotive now has a secure storage lot right behind their building on Airport Road. Your yard at home is for living space, not storage space. Make space for the life you want to have at home and keep the toys you love in storage while you're not using them. With DJ's Automotive Secure Storage, you can have the best of both worlds. DJ's Automotive, here for you and your wheels.
KIMO HD 3000, K235BW Helena. Super hits of the 60s, 70s, and more. And still your home for the Carroll College Saints. Rewind 94.9. This is your home for the Saints. Rewind 94.9 and KCAP.com. Now, the Saints halftime show. Once again, Daniel Sally.
Hello, everybody. Daniel Sally here, bringing you the Saints halftime show. 45-27, Carroll in an 18-point lead right now over Montana Tech in the driver's seat, to say the least, as we get ready to take a look at the stats here. First, from the field, how about that? 17-26, the Saints shooting 65%, and they're shooting 80% from 3, 8 of 10 from 3. They're shooting 50% from the free throw line, 3 of 6. When was the last time you saw a team shoot higher from the field and from 3 than the free throw line in a half? I'm not sure, but a tremendous first half from the field nonetheless for the Saints. Tech struggling a little bit. Saints defense putting them in some tough positions to get shots, though. 40% from the field is Montana Tech. They're 11 of 27. From 3, they're 0 for 3. That's not great for the Orediggers as well. I would imagine they're going to try and get, I mean, Markeith Brown's probably their best three-point shooter along with Sindhu Diallo. I imagine they're going to put an emphasis on getting those guys some touches in the second half of this ball game. Looking at some other stats here, Tech going to that well down low. They got 20 points in the paint in the first half to Carroll's 16. Some other stats. Tech's turned the ball over 8 times. Carroll's done a nice job forcing the turnover. The assist battle, however, Carroll moving that ball well. They have 13 assists to Tech's 4. Looking at some other stats here, individual scoring. Jovan Slavankinen, he's got 18 and 4. He went on an 11 straight run to start off the ball game for the Saints, and he kept it going throughout the first half. So Jovan's got 18, 8 points for Brendan Temple, 7 for Ifani Okeke, 5 points for Dennis Flowers III, 4 points for Guy Pedro, and 3 points for Malachi Afework. Looking at Tech's individual numbers, like I said, their leader is Taylor England with 7. Right behind him with 7 as well as Cody Baumstark. That makes sense. Tech scoring 20 points in the paint, a lot of them coming from those 2 players, their 2 starting bigs. 5 points from Nate Ward, 3 from Sindhu Diallo, 2 from Darius Collins, and 2 from Bridger Deedon, as I bring Coach Turcotte back in for this one. And, I mean, Coach, I think I told you when we went to break, I think that might be the best half Carroll's played all season. Well, the numbers don't lie. They're 8 of 10, 80% from 3, and 17 of 26, 65% from the field. That's quite remarkable.
Yeah, I think that's a good observation, Daniel. They did play awfully well that half. I mean, probably that's the best half I've seen him play this year as well. Jovan Slovakinen, spectacular half. He is one of those gifted players that you get once in a while. He can make perimeter shots. He can post up. He can bounce it and get to the rim. And what he's learning now is how to make his teammates better, how to get my teammates involved. And when Montana Tech came out and really picked up their defense, which they can do, I have seen them do it. They are deep and they are physical and they're well coached defensively. But the counter to that, when a team does that, you have to have a guy that can take it to him, that can bounce it to the rim. Jovan can do that, and Dennis can do it. Dennis Flowers can do it. Now, Dennis's deal is Dennis has got to do it late in the shot clock. And Coach Paulson's going to let him do that all he wants, but Coach Paulson doesn't want him doing it early in the shot
with
clock.
25 seconds sitting there. I mean, you got all day.
Yeah, and so that's the thing. Coach Paulson is all about teamwork and ball movement, and then late in the shot clock, now Dennis, let's go ahead and turn you loose. Jovan will turn you loose, and Dennis had a real nice half. He did a great job guarding Diallo. Yeah, did a nice job on Diallo. And Diallo never really got going. I mean, this guy's 1 for 4. I mean, that's unbelievable. That's the guy's leading scorer in the conference. He goes 1 for 4.
And I want to tell you one more thing that jumps off the stat sheet to me. And, I mean, we've talked a lot about how Jovan and Dennis can create their own shots. But when you talk about the Saints offense, it starts and ends with Shamrock Campbell. He's their leader. He's their point guard. Shamrock normally scores a lot. Well, guess what? In the first half, he had 0 points. But you know what he did have? He had 6 assists. Do you think Shamrock Campbell cares if he's scoring if they're up by 18 points at half? Because I don't.
That's a good point. Didn't take a shot.
I didn't see that part. Wow, 0 for 0 from the field and from the free throw line.
Yeah, but he had 6 assists.
He's the nucleus, man.
And played great defense.
Yes, as he always does.
Yeah.
That's a good half of basketball,
Brendan
man.
Temple playing well, 3 for 3. Getting stronger, getting better.
Got to stay out of foul trouble.
Yeah, Ifani had some real nice stuff. One thing I noticed that Coach Paulson really did is try to substitute a lot, because this Montana Tech defense,
they're physical.
They are so physical. They wear you out, and you just look at them how many minutes they play. You know, Tech played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They played 11 guys. You know, they played 11 guys that half. And they come at you, and those 11 guys, there's no stiffs in that bunch. They can all play, and they try to wear you out and with their physicality and their defense. So I did notice Coach Paulson really trying to get kids in and out of the ball game, get him a little bit of rest where he can.
Well, we're going to go ahead and take a quick timeout for 2 minutes. When we come back, we're going to take some more time looking ahead at the second half of this ball game before second half action comes our way in the PE Center. But right now, the Saints lead 45-27. You're listening to Carroll College Basketball on Rewind 94.9, KCAP.com, and KBOW Butte. Okay, I guess we're going to keep it right here. 45-27. The Saints still leading by 18. Okay.
Sometimes religion can make you feel like it's wrong to be blessed and have resources, but it gives our Heavenly Father pleasure to see you blessed. You may not see how it can happen, but that's not your job. Your job is to believe. You were created to live an abundant life. Scripture says that God will supply all our needs according to His riches. It doesn't say according to your talent or your education or if your boss likes you, if the economy is good, or if there's a pandemic. It's not according to what you have. It's according to what He has. Good news is God owns it all. If He doesn't have what you need, He can create it.
Great games, great snacks, great customer service, lots of great winners, and one cranky Ron. Hi, this is Jenny from the Gold Island Casino. There is nothing that gets us more excited than watching our customers hit a big payout, and we all know it drives Ron crazy, but we love it. We've got all the newest games with all the fun bonus rounds, especially on our Montana Golds. So fun. Come see us, get a drink, hit a jackpot, and say Nan Nanny Boo Boo to Ron. It'll make our day. Gold Island Casino, next to the Dollar Store in Northgate Plaza. The luck starts here.
Hunting season is over. Winter is coming, and for you hunters or recreational shooters, don't forget about the 8 indoor shooting lanes at Range 406. It's the finest place in Helena for target practice, with 5 rifle lanes and 3 pistol lanes. Best of all, you don't have to worry about bad weather. Now is the time to do your practicing inside at Range 406. It can also be a great family event. Bring in the whole brew to Range 406, the mostly green building just 2 blocks from the Ice Palace.
Don't miss the January clearance going on now at Rutgers Furniture. It's a new year, and January is the perfect time to shop for store-wide savings on new furniture for your home. At Rutgers, you'll find the largest in-stock selection of home furnishings in the Helena area. Whether you want to furnish one room or your entire house, Rutgers has the selection you want at prices you can afford, and financing is available. Ask for details. Don't miss the January clearance going on now at Rutgers Furniture, 1010 Dearborn, Helena.
This is Saints Game Day, driven by Placer Motors on Rewind 94.9 and KCAP.com.
Carroll halftime show. Daniel Sally here inside the Brad Schmidt Allstate Insurance broadcast booth with the Hall of Famer Gary Turcotte. 45-27, Saints in the driver's seat as we get ready to look ahead at the second half. And Coach, I think for the Saints, first thing, the key for them, they just got to keep moving the ball. They can't get stagnant on offense. They got to keep that thing whipping around and keep finding it in the hands of their best scorers.
They do. That's the ball movement and the patience, the discipline that they showed was really what Coach Paulson's really trying to get them to do. And defensively, holding Diallo down to 1 shot. I don't know if they can do that for a whole game. He's just too good. But
they got 2 guards they can take turns throwing at him.
Yeah,
they play great defense.
Yeah.
So that's a good thing there.
Yeah, but we always talk about the first 3 minutes.
Yes.
And when I was coaching, I always worried about that when we had a lead going into halftime, especially just get that first score. Get off, Carroll's get off and get going and get it. But sometimes you come out, you miss a couple, and you get a turnover, and all of a sudden the other team's on a run. And they got the momentum.
And for Montana Tech, I mean, like I mentioned, 20 points in the paint in the first half out of their 27 points. I think their key to making a comeback, they're going to have to start shooting some outside shots, and they're going to have to play a little inside-out game. They've been going to the well down low. They're going to have to start turning that into some passes to the outside to guys like Markeith Brown, Diallo, and Nate Ward, some of their promising shooters on that team.
I think that's a good point. They're
0 for 3 from 3 in the first half.
When's the last time you saw that?
Yeah, I mean, I said that, and the other thing was Carroll shot higher percentage from the field in 3 than they did from the free throw line. So it was quite the enigma of a half.
But I mean, 0 for 3 from the 3. I mean, this is
a good shooting team.
This is 2021.
Yes.
This isn't 2000.
This isn't pre-Warriors.
This isn't 1981.
Yeah. Well, that'll do it for our halftime show here. 45-27, the Saints lead. We'll be back in 2 minutes with second half action here on Rewind 94.9 and KBOW Butte.
Make a stop at A1 Rental. They've got what you need. Sheetrock lifts and texture machines, floor sanders, grinders and polishers for wood and concrete floors, heaters, electric and propane, carpet cleaners too. Located at 1400 Cedar next to Party Club.
When you need it, rent it at A1 Rentals.
The Overland Express welcomes all legislators to the capital city. After a long day of meetings, kick back and relax over great food and beverages. You'll be dining alongside many of your Montana neighbors. The Overland Express is adhering to all COVID-19 rules and regulations. They ask that all their patrons do the same and be safe and considerate of all of us. Enjoy generous servings of the Overland's all-American food in a comfortable setting. Make a date with friends at the Overland Express, serving diners in Helena since 1975.
Don't miss January clearance savings at Furniture Showroom. Stop in today for fantastic sale prices on our great selection of quality name brand sofas, love seats, sections, recliners, tables, and more. And if you need a new bed, you'll love the fantastic prices and incredible comfort you'll find on our complete selection of extremely affordable therapeutic beds. 12-month financing is available with approved credit on most purchases over $299. Don't miss January clearance savings at Furniture Showroom, 2200 North Last Chance Gulch in Helena.
This is John Lagerquist of Century 21. Sometimes religion can make you feel like it's wrong to be blessed and have resources, but it gives our Heavenly Father pleasure to see you blessed. You may not That's not your job. Your job is to believe. You were created to live an abundant life. Scripture says that God will supply all our needs according to his riches. It doesn't say according to your talent or your education or if your boss likes you, if the economy is good, or if there's a pandemic. It's not according to what you have. It's according to what he has. Good news is God owns it all. If he doesn't have what you need, he's the one created it.
Carroll basketball.
All aboard for the second half. Daniel Sally here bringing you Carroll College basketball from the PE Center, joined by Gary Turcotte here in the Brad Schmidt Allstate Insurance broadcast booth. 45-27. The Saints are in the lead here as they get ready to start the second half with the ball. Shamrock Campbell gets the inbound from Guy Pedra, and he'll take it across the timeline. Of course, Saints switching sides now, going left to right across your radio dial. Dennis Flowers, near side to Pedra. It's the starting five for the Saints. Temple, Slavankinen, Pedra, Flowers, Campbell. Slavankinen looks for a high low to Temple. It's intercepted, knocked loose by Baumstark, and picked up by Sindhu Diallo. Sindhu Diallo down to the other end, working near side. He drives, passes it off to Baumstark. A little baby hook from Baumstark, and he knocks it in for two.
I noticed they got Collins now guarding Slavakin, and that's the adjustment that Montana Tech did. Much smaller player, but very quick and very strong, and he's going to try to face guard him, not let him touch it. Yeah, that's the plan.
Shamrock Campbell near side, kicks it out. Flowers, three. Got it! Babyface buckets, how about it? Knocks it down, and the Saints now lead by 19, their largest lead of the ball game, I might add. Baumstark to the near side, it's Diallo. Diallo inside, back out to Ward. Ward, three. Nice closeout by Pedra to contest that shot. It's rebounded by Dennis Flowers the third. Flowers, cross-court pass to Campbell. Campbell takes it up the key. Looks inside, gets it to Pedra. Pedra keeps the dribble, though, instead of getting called for a travel. Nice job by him. Cross-court pass from Pedra to Campbell. Campbell back to Pedra. Now Flowers. Flowers off the dribble, drives, kicks. Campbell, first shot of the game, and he buries it. Shamrock Campbell.
Great pass
from
by
the
Dennis.
corner.
Great pass by Dennis.
These guys are in sync right now,
Yeah,
man.
yeah. And Montana Tech is face guarding Slavakin and Nell. I mean, all over the floor, just total denial.
We saw it last year with Dane. Now they're doing it with Jovan. Darius Collins, drive, goes inside. With it is England now. England posting up, guarded by Slavankinen. Finds a cutting Diallo. He loses it. It's stolen by Campbell. Here comes Campbell leading the charge in transition. Nice pass to Pedra. Pedra goes for the dunk, and
God,
he is
hit
fouled.
hard, right on his tailbone.
Whew.
Ooh, that was a
I was
hard
worried. I
foul.
mean, he got up high there. I was worried he was going to hit the backboard.
Yeah, he was trying to dunk it, and he got undercut. He hit hard. He's a pretty tough kid. I think you said that earlier.
Yeah, very strong.
Yeah.
Pedra going to the free throw line, though. You take a deep breath. Someone should probably mop the sweat off, too, because he went down.
Yeah.
Pedra's first free throw up. And, man, I mean, I haven't seen him try and go up and dunk like that yet this season, but sometimes when you get that ball in the fast break, I mean, I'm not speaking from experience on this. I've never dunked a ball in my life, but when you get the ball in the fast break, you see guys kind of get that look in there. And fast break, that's when you want to take flight. Second free throw up, and it's no good from Pedra, so he splits the pair.
That's the only thing I've seen in his game that I'd like to see get better, is free throw shooting.
Yes. Yes, absolutely. Darius Collins up top, pass it to Baumstark. Now Ward. Ward on the near wing. He's picked up by Temple. His pass is stolen by Campbell. Campbell steps into the passing lane, and he'll take it down to the other end for the Saints. Campbell inside to Temple. Temple open pump fake, puts it up off the glass, can't get the roll, rebound by Taylor England. And I think Temple had his back to the basket when he got that pass, didn't realize how open he was. England to Diallo, far side on the wing. Diallo drives, and a foul called. Looks like they'll get Dennis there for a hand check.
Foul Dennis Flowers, his first, team first, out of bounds, Tech.
I tell you, this game's been eventful. Up and down the court, both teams flying around. Diallo inbounds to Collins now up top. It's Taylor England. England to the near side, and another hand check, this time on Campbell. Diallo tried to take him off the dribble. Campbell got in there a little bit too close. Talk about 1981. That's not something that's getting called in 1981 there.
No. The game is, they've cleaned up the hand check
Once
rule.
again, not speaking from experience.
Yeah.
I was not alive in 1981, and I've never dunked a basketball. Sindhu Diallo, top of the key, passes it near side. It's Nate Ward. Ward, cross-court pass. It's Collins. Collins guarded by Pedra. He drives. Pump fakes, takes it out. It's Diallo again. Diallo off the dribble, step back, jumper, off the rim, no good, but he's fouled.
Yeah, I think that's a flop. I mean, he kicked his legs out. I'd love to see that in slow motion.
That's 2021 for you.
Yeah, now, of course, the official over there had a lot better look from that side than I did. But, you know, when you jump up and kick your legs out and draw contact with your legs, then that shouldn't be called.
Free throw up from Diallo, who knocks down. I tell you, Gary, I mean, the day that changed was 3 years ago, I believe, 4 years ago now. It was 2017, the NBA playoffs, and Kawhi Leonard put up a shot, and Zaza Pachulia closed out. Kawhi Leonard landed. They have those cylinder rules now about your landing space. So offensive players over the last couple years have been learning to take advantage and kicking their legs out to draw contact. And that's just, I mean, I don't know how to stop that. That's just kind of the direction the game's heading. A lot of people just call it the Kawhi Leonard rule. Free throw good from Diallo. It's 52-31. Saints still leading by 21. Nice second half so far. Saints opening on a 7-2 run. Those are the first 2 points for Tech in this half. Temple, baby hook, no good. Correction, 7-4 run to start out the half. My stats hadn't updated yet, and I thought that was off. 27 points in the first half for Montana Tech. Diallo to the near side. It's Ward. Ward back to Diallo, guarded by Campbell. Diallo, jab step, tries to take a baseline cut off. Nice help defense by Flowers. Turnaround from Diallo on the block. His shot is up, and it's no good. Foul called, and that's not good. That's on Brandon Temple. That's his third.
And he did foul. Yeah, that was, he got him.
Yeah. Good call, not good for Brendan.
And you can sort of see Diallo now. He's had enough. He's going to start asserting himself this half. And it's already 14 fouls on Carroll, which is kind of scary.
Diallo at the stripe, first one up, and it's no good.
We might see a little zone out of Carroll as time goes on here because they're picking up fouls too quickly.
OKK checking in.
And especially if Diallo decides he wants to start going one-on-one, because he is a handful. He could change direction so quickly.
I say he gave us trouble down in Butte.
Yeah.
That first conference game of the year. I mean, man.
Well, was it last year they beat the Grizzlies?
Yes.
And he just tore up the University of Montana.
Yeah.
Just tore him up.
And I mean, the Grizzlies, they're a well-coached basketball team. It's a talented and well-coached basketball team under Travis DeCure. Top of the key, Pedra. Near side, it's Flowers. Now OKK on the baseline. OKK facing up on Baumstark. Now he puts his back to the basket. Kicks it out. Pedra, wing three, no good. Rebound brought down by Diallo. Here comes Diallo up the other end of the court. Kicks it out. Ward, three. That was a 5-on-4 as Flowers slow to get up. Rebound brought down by Slavankinen. Slavankinen will take it up the court himself. Jovan still looking for that first bucket of the second half. He'll take it inside, spin move, picks up his dribble as he takes an extra big bounce there on one of those. Flowers, pull up three, boom. How about that?
Yep.
Wow.
Well, Dennis knows he can shoot over Ward. Ward's trying to guard him, and he's too small to guard Dennis.
Flowers stops on a dime, knocks down three, and then Ward takes it the other way.
Boy, he's got
puts up a quick coast-to-coast layup.
He's got another gear when he wants it. He can really hit. He can hit a burst.
55-34. Saints lead by 21. 15-19 left here in the second half. Inside, it's OKK. OKK, and again, back to the basket. Didn't realize how open it was. Turned around and just dropped it right in for two. 57-34. 15:08 left here in the second half. Diallo on the drive, loses it. Here's Slavankinen on the fast break. Slavankinen takes flight off the glass and knocks it in for two.
That's a big turnover right there.
The Saints lead now at 25, 59-34. Bridger Larson on the drive. Little hezzy, kicks it out. It's Collins. Collins puts it up. No good. Rebound brought down by, well, it bounces around a couple times. Brought down by Collins. He goes back up with it off the glass and in for two. Dennis Flowers the third.
Bridger Larson from Helena Capital?
No, Bridger Larson is from, let's see, I got it right here. He's from, oh, he is from Helena Capital.
Yeah, I remember him in high school now that we say that.
And there's a shot up and no good.
Played for Guy Almquist.
Flowers will go to the line to shoot two. And, you know, Bridger Larson, he's a redshirt freshman.
Yeah.
I feel like that's got to be incorrect, though, because that was 2 years ago. I mean, I covered all their games 2 years ago, and he was not on that team.
You sure?
Maybe he's been in college 3 years. Or
it could where maybe he stayed out a year.
First free throw up from Flowers. And
I thought I saw him playing against Hellgate, but I can't remember if it was 2 years ago or 3 years ago.
Because 2 years ago, their seniors, they had Brady Martin, who went on to Providence. I don't think he's there anymore. They had Brady Martin, and then they had Cade Kidder, Emily's brother. They had Garrett Kieber and Peyton Cook. Peyton Cook is Braden Cook's older brother. As Flowers knocks the free throw down. And they had 4 juniors in the starting 5 that year with Parker Johnston, Shane Howler, some of those guys. But
they were young.
So I think Larson was the year before that.
Well, he might have stayed out of college for a year.
Yeah. Down to the other end, it's Tech basketball. Camden Lawrence now in the game. He's a freshman out of Hellgate. Originally at Big Sky, transferred to Hellgate. Now he's at Tech. He was the number 2 leading scorer in the state a couple years ago. 3-pointer from Larson. Doesn't matter, though, because there was a foul before that on the floor. That's on Temple. And now Temple's got 4 fouls.
Ooh.
So we're going to see him resting for a little bit.
We're going to see some Brad King before it's all said and done.
Yes, we are. Murad in the game right now. So right now, 2 bigs on the floor for the Saints. Ifani Okeke, Murat Guzlakic. Dennis Flowers and Guy Pedra out there with Shamrock Campbell for the 5. Keely Bake in the game. He passed it over the top to Bridger Larson. Here's Darius Collins. Takes it far side, gets it up top. It's Lawrence. Lawrence for 3. Off the rim, it's no good. Rebound brought down by Darius Collins. Fadeaway on the other end. It's no good. Rebound, Baumstark. Baumstark off the glass and in for 2. How about that?
No box outs. No box outs. Coach Paulson will not like that.
No. That's something that will get circled on film tomorrow morning. It'll be early, and they won't like it. Guy Pedra up the court for the Saints. Top of the key. Nice little crossover. He passed it off to Flowers. Here's Flowers in the lane. Goes up with it. It's blocked by Baumstark. I think Flowers thought he was going to get contact there, but Tech did a nice job shying off. Keely Bake, no-look pass to Collins. Collins drives off the glass and in for 2.
Collins all of a sudden is playing pretty well. He's given Tech a real lift. Played for Jeff Hayes at Hellgate.
Jeff Hayes, another member of the Coach Turcotte coaching tree, huh?
Well, he's pretty special, that Jeff Hayes.
Full timeout called, so we'll go ahead and take it as well for 60 seconds. Saints lead 61-40. We'll be back here in 60 seconds. You're listening to Carroll Basketball on Rewind 94.9 and KBOW Butte.
You know that being in the right place at the right time is just part of it. What you do with the opportunity counts just as much. We have some of the lowest home loan rates right now, but without the right experience and guidance to help you make one of your biggest financial decisions, you're just guessing and hoping. When you work with one of our lenders, you'll know you've made the right choice, because having experience, strong networks, and teamwork on your side matters. First Community Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
So you made the decision to own a handgun. Then you made the next logical choice to go to Range 406. Because Range 406 knows that owning a handgun comes with responsibilities. Range 406 helps you fulfill those responsibilities with information on safety instructions on how to operate your handgun. From home protection to competitive target practice, Range 406 can help you get the most out of your handgun. Range 406, the mostly green building, just 2 blocks from the Ice Palace.
KIMO HD3 Townsend, K235BW Helena. Super hits of the 60s, 70s, and more. And still your home for the Carroll College Saints. Rewind 94.9.
Daniel Sally back here, joined by Gary Turcotte inside the Brad Schmidt Allstate Insurance broadcast booth. 61-40. It's a 21-point Saints lead. They have not let that foot off the gas yet, especially on defense here in the second half. But 13-10 on the clock to go here from the PE Center. It'll be Saints ball out of the break. Dennis Flowers III taking it up the court. He goes to the elbow. It's Okeke. Okeke cross court. Guy Pedra picks up his dribble, gets it out to Campbell. Campbell on the drive. Pulls up, knocks it down for 2. Shamrock Campbell with the pull-up jumper.
And you know, that's the thing that Shamrock can do. When you need him to do it, he can do it. But he doesn't force it until you need him.
He's better when he's just playing his role in the offense, moving that ball around. And speaking of Shamrock Campbell, he steps in, takes the charge, coming over from the help side, makes sure he toe taps the outside of that restricted area.
That's what he did.
Baumstark knocked him over.
That's a good call. He did get his feet outside that circle, that horseshoe. He surely did.
Timeout called by the Saints. And no signal if that's a full.
That's a full.
is it full? We'll go ahead and take a break. We'll be back in 60 seconds. Carroll in the lead, 63-40 here on Rewind 94.9 and KBOW Butte.
Hello out there in Radio Land. This is Devin from the Gold Island Casino. It's always a good time here at the island with exciting games, a great player incentive program, tasty snacks and drinks, and lots of winning. I believe we have the best customers ever, so it's always pretty fun to come to work, and it's always a blast to hand out the winnings. I don't know if I'm on board with the whole Let's Make Ron Cranky campaign. I mean, he's a decent guy and everything. Who am I kidding? I love giving his money away. So come see me, Devin, on the night shift at Gold Island Casino, next to the dollar store in the Northgate Plaza. The luck starts here.
Don't miss the January clearance going on now at Rucker's Furniture. It's a new year, and January is the perfect time to shop for store-wide savings on new furniture for your home. At Rucker's, you'll find the largest in-stock selection of home furnishings in the Helena area. Whether you want to furnish one room or your entire house, Rucker's has the selection you want at prices you can afford, and financing is available. Ask for details. Don't miss the January clearance going on now at Rucker's Furniture, 1010 Dearborn, Helena.
Taylor England in for the Oregon.
Back from the timeout, Daniel Sally here, joined by Coach Gary Turcotte inside the Brad Schmidt Allstate Insurance broadcast booth here at the PE Center on the campus of Carroll College in beautiful Helena, Montana, the capital of the Treasure State. As the Saints take it out of the timeout, it's Shamrock Campbell working up top. Carroll in the lead, 63-40 here. Dennis Flowers in the corner, works towards the wing, goes inside. It's Okeke now. Okeke off the dribble, posts up on England, takes him underneath the basket, turnaround, puts it up, no good. Rebound, Jovan Slovankinen. Slovankinen posting up on Collins. Puts up a baby hook off the glass, can't get the roll. Collins doing a nice job, Coach, guarding Slovankinen here.
Yeah, that has helped. That's been a good adjustment by Tech.
Keeley Bake to Collins on the far side. Collins over the top looking for England. England double teamed on the help defense. He gets it up top. It's Larson. Here's Larson on the drive, puts it up. It's no good. Rebound brought down by Ifeanyi Okeke. Outlet pass. Here comes Flowers. Flowers on the drive, kicks. Okeke thinks about the three, instead passed it off to Campbell. Campbell near side, now it's Pedra, and that's a travel.
And what Montana Tech, they're getting the ball out of Jovan's hands.
Mm-hmm.
And the players got to be patient enough to get in the ball.
You said they're denying ball.
Yeah, they're.
Ubake over the top, looking inside for England. Silly play there as two Saints players, Flowers and Slovankinen, step in and knock it out. Saints take it up the other end. Slovankinen posts up, kicks it out to Flowers. Flowers top of the key. He drives, kicks, corner. It's Okeke. Okeke up top. It's Pedra. Pedra on the drive, kicks it out. Now Flowers. Flowers takes it in, pump fake, steps through. Nice little pass to Okeke, who puts up the runner and knocks it in for two.
Those two have got some chemistry, don't they?
Oh, how about it?
That's beautiful.
That's a nice feed, too.
Yeah, really nice by Dennis.
I mean,
very good patience there time by
easy
Carroll.
to go up with that one in the lane, but he saw through his corner of his eye, saw Ifeanyi coming baseline. Darius Collins on the wing, drives, and it's blocked by Okeke, or at least tipped a little bit. Hits off the rim, rebound brought down by Slovankinen. Slovankinen taking it up the court, gets it up top. Campbell, now Flowers. Flowers, pull up three, yes, wow. Dennis Flowers the third from deep. He just came up, had the ball on the string, did a quick little crossover and tossed it up, knocked it down. Flowers having a nice game now. He's got 16. Keeley Bake, top of the key, guarded by Campbell. He drives. Tries to dump it off on a no-look pass. It's stolen by Slovankinen again. Saints making plays in those passing lanes. Slovankinen on the drive puts up a floater, no good, and he gets a foul there going for the rebound.
Jovan should have passed that one. He should have passed that one. That's the first thing I've seen him do today. He had Okeke on the right that was open. He just didn't think he could get it to him. But he's out of the game now. I'm sure Kurt's going to have a little chat with him.
68-40 right now. Saints lead by 28 points. They're outscoring Tech 23-13 here by 10 here early in the second half. In the game now for the Orediggers, looks like Christian Jones, the redshirt junior out of Laurel. Keeley Bake on the other end, though. He puts up a three and knocks it down. Keeley Bake, a freshman out of Fairfield. Dennis Flowers the third, taking it up the court. Passes it far side, it's Campbell. Campbell off the screen from Okeke, gets it back to Okeke. Okeke inside to Temple. Temple posts up on Baumstar. Temple back to the basket, dumps it back off to Okeke. Okeke pump fakes, puts it up, no good. Temple going for the rebound. Got to be careful there. It's brought down by Montana Tech. England gets out to Bake, back to England. England top of the key. Goes over, three-pointer up from Lawrence, and he knocks it down. I tell you, Coach Stricker, I don't know how often you got to watch Camden Lawrence play in high school. That kid can ball. He was at Big Sky, then transferred to Hellgate.
Oh, that's right. I did see him. That's right.
Yes, he's very good. Very, very talented.
Yep.
Okeke on the wing.
His senior year, right? He transferred maybe?
Yes.
Yeah.
He played at Big Sky as a junior. Campbell takes it baseline. He draws the foul. He'll go to the line and shoot. But, yeah, so the year I was covering Capital, he was a junior. Stewart and I went to do the game at Big Sky one night, and man, this Lawrence kid can play. And we looked at the stats. We looked at Lowell's stat site, actually, and he was number 2 in the state in scoring, and then transferred the next year to Hellgate, and he was playing with Raleigh Wooster, who was number 1 in the state in scoring at the time. Inside, Brendan Temple.
That's a nice
goes
finish.
Up with it and
nice finish by Brendan.
2.
Good hands to get that catch. That was a tough pass.
Baumstark contested that shot, but Temple was able to power through and get the finish. Baumstark on the other end, top of the key, hands it off to Bake. Bake looking to drive, passes it back out to England. England with the 3. That one's no good off the rim. Rebound brought down by Guy Pedra. Campbell to the other end. Guarded by Bake. Campbell gets the screen, hands it off to Flowers. Flowers by Okeke. It's it back to Okeke. Okeke pump fakes, drives, and it's blocked by England. That's a heck of a defensive play right there by Taylor England.
Well, we've always known he's a good defender, very good defender.
England on the other end. Ball's knocked loose. Shamrock Campbell dives for it, gets it to Pedra in transition. Pedra, and there's the dunk we've been waiting for.
That's the play of the game right there.
Guy Pedra.
That is the play of the game.
We'll go ahead and call it Big Sky Plumbing and Heating play of the game there by Guy Pedra. Shamrock Campbell dives on the floor, dumps it off to him, and a two-handed flush by Guy Pedra. Taylor England takes it down to the other end, knocks in a quick layup. Man, we saw Guy go up for that two-handed jam earlier. Missed it. He got his chance for a redemption, and there it is.
The dive by Shamrock Campbell.
How about that?
To get the loose ball and then to line on the ground to throw it over his head. And that was just spectacular.
Immediate timeout called, so we're going to go ahead and take a 60-second break. We'll be back here in 1 minute. You're listening to Carroll Basketball. Saints lead 72-48 here on Rewind 94.9 and KBOW Butte.
On the rink or on the leg, Play It Again Sports can upgrade your skating season. If your hockey gear doesn't fit, trade it in for new. Play It Again Sports has the latest and greatest in hockey gear, and they're the only authorized CCM and Bauer dealers in Helena. Maybe you're working your way up a spin or an axle in the figure skating arena. Play It Again Sports has new and used skates to fit your demands. They also do skate sharpening. Once you step on the ice, nothing else matters. Get ready now at Play It Again Sports, your skating headquarters, next to Mackenzie River Pizza.
The term volatility may sound like it's bad, but it's just a way to measure changes in the price of an investment over time. Do you know how compound interest works, or the difference between annual percentage rates and annual percentage yields? Because there's so much to learn, on our website we offer EverFi, adult financial education, and Bonsai, a financial literacy program for kids and teachers. Because the more you understand finance, the better. Working together for you. First Community Bank, member FDIC.
Back from the timeout, Daniel Sally, Gary Turcotte, Brad Schmidt, Allstate Insurance Broadcast Booth, PE Center, Carroll College, Helena, Montana. The Saints in the lead over Montana Tech, 72-48, 7.5 minutes on the clock. Shamrock Campbell taking up the court. Of course, England just had a bucket before the timeout, but how could we forget the tremendous dunk in transition by Guy Pedra. With it on the far wing, Shamrock Campbell kicks it out. Dennis Flowers. Flowers on the drive, pump fakes, puts it up, off the rim, no good. Rebound brought down by Flowers. Flowers puts it back up, no good again. King can't get it. Bridger Deedon ends up with it. Here's the other end. It's Keely Bake. Now Lawrence. Lawrence, top of the key, passes it over to Baumstark. Now Bake. Here's a drive, kick, three-pointer. And he knocks it down. That was Christian Jones that time.
Really good ball movement by Tech that time. Very, very disciplined.
6:40 on the clock. It's a 72-51 Saints lead. Slovankin into the other end. He drives, pump fakes, kicks it out. Good ball movement. Shamrock Campbell open three from the top, and of course, Coach Turcotte, nothing but net. Coach Paulson calls a 30-second timeout, so we'll go ahead and keep it right here, 75-51. And oh man, it seems like, I mean, not only are they making everything, they're getting the shots they want just about every time they get down the court. And Tech's done a great job taking Jovan out of this game offensively, and it just hasn't mattered.
Well, there's an example of breaking down. So Jovan drives hard baseline, draws two, kicks it out, throws it to Dennis. Dennis, instead of taking the shot, throws it to Shamrock, who's got a better shot, and he makes it. But it starts with the penetration, breaking it down, kicking it out, then making the next pass. That's where you're going to get the shot. That's what happened right there.
How about that, man? This is just tremendous basketball being played by the Saints. The basketball fan in me is jumping for joy right now, seeing the way they're whipping the ball around, playing defense, diving for balls, throwing down dunks on fast breaks. This has been fun, Coach. And we get to do this again tomorrow. Don't forget, coverage starting at 1:45, and games will be at 2 and 4 here from the PE Center. And it doesn't get much better than rivalry week, huh?
Well, the Tech Carroll game, and especially the men, Kurt Paulson against Adam Hyatt, they played against each other, they guarded each other, and now they're coaching against each other. Two really intelligent young coaches. And I know, it looks like Carroll, is probably, going to hold on and win this one. But there's a quick turnaround to tomorrow, and Adam he'll come in here with them fired up.
Oh, yeah. Throw out the records for that one. Keely Bake up the court. Far side, it's Christian Jones. Now up top to Baumstark. He gets it to Bake in the corner. Bake. Cross key. Here's a drive from Jones off the glass and in for two. Christian Jones with the bucket. 75-53. It's a 22-point Saints lead. 6:05 on the clock. Half work. High ball screen from Brad. Now Slavankinen with it. Slavankinen. Crossover, guarded by Bridger Deeden, and he is fouled.
Yeah.
That's
the kind of hand check call that you were talking about earlier. That didn't used to be a foul.
No.
It is now.
That's new.
Yeah, and I think it's good. I think it's cleaned up the game that they don't let you hand check.
I think so too. But I'm surprised, given the age difference between the two of us. Usually the people my age are fine with it, and the people your age aren't. But not to generalize anybody. Brad King down low, little turnaround, baby hook, and good for two. Happy for Brad King.
Yeah.
That's a nice bucket there for him. But like you said, I mean, it really makes you get creative playing defense. And a charge as Malachi Afwork comes in, sets up, and takes the charge from Camden Lawrence. And Coach Hyatt not super happy about that.
Oh, he's out on the floor. You can't get away with that. Look where he is. Well, he's out in the middle of the court.
I think he called a timeout already.
Oh, maybe, yeah.
It's a dead ball technically. Full timeout. Let's go ahead and take this one. We'll be back in 60 seconds. 77-53, the Saints lead. 5.5 minutes left to play here. You're listening to Carroll Basketball on Rewind 94.9, KCAP.com, and KBOW Butte.
It's that time again. A new year, a new you. A great night's sleep is a foundation of a healthier you in 2021. Come find out why Mattress Firm is your place for the best prices and selection on the famous brands like Sealy, Stearns & Foster, and the world-famous Tempur-Pedic. It's time to upgrade your days by getting a great night's sleep. Guaranteed lowest prices and a 365-day comfort guarantee is why Mattress Firm is your place to start the new year out.
Mattress Firm, where it's easy to get a great night's sleep.
Dear Winter, we're not scared of you because almost nothing can stand in the way of a new 2021 Toyota. When you say stay home under a blanket, the Camry all-wheel drive comes out to play. The 2021 Corolla is hotter than ever with tons of tech to keep you plugged in to your favorite apps, music, and more. Snowy Hills don't stand a chance against the RAV4's available all-wheel drive with multi-terrain select. And with over 200 horses under the hood, the RAV4 weathers the toughest storms. Grab the family, hop in the Highlander, and go build some snowmen. Everyone will be comfy with available heated front seats and cushy seating for up to 8. With 15 models featuring available all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive, Toyota will get you everywhere you need to be this season. See you in the snow. Toyota. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Back from the timeout, Daniel Sally here, joined by Gary Turcotte. 77-53, the Saints lead is out of the timeout. They got it up court. Jovan Slavankinen drew a foul, so he's stepping to the free throw line to shoot two. His first one is up, and it's no good off the rim. And you're listening to Carroll Basketball Rewind 94.9, brought to you in part by DJ's Automotive. Here for you and your wheels. Play It Again Sports, your ski and snowboard rental headquarters. First Community Bank, working together for you. Rutgers Furniture, make the quality choice your home at Rutgers Furniture. A1 Rentals and Gold Island Casino. The luck starts here. Second free throw good from Jovan Slavankinen. He'll sub out. Marat Guzlakic will check back in. Also, Capital City Realty and Property Management. When service matters, call on the home team. And Brad Schmidt Allstate Insurance at 1611 Cedar in Helena. Complete insurance agency with auto, home, renters, business, life, and others. Call Brad at 449-6939. Down to the other end, the Orediggers take it inside. Shot up from Lawrence. It's no good. Guzlakic with the rebound. Here comes the Saints to the other side. Dennis Flowers, little crossover, pull-up J from deep, and oh my gosh.
He is feeling it.
He's automatic.
He's really feeling it.
You know, Dennis is a rare breed, too, where he's a better – I think he's a better three-point shooter off the dribble than he is catch and shoot.
Well, he is.
You don't see that too often.
You know, I don't know if do you remember Dennis Johnson for the Celtics?
Of course, he's a world champion in the 1979 Seattle Supersonics.
Dennis Flowers has got a lot of DJ in him. I'm telling you, he reminds me so much of how DJ played the game. Just that athleticism and
he can D up.
He can D up. Yeah, DJ was their best defender.
Maybe that's why he's named Dennis.
It could be. I'd like to ask his parents if that's why.
Well, his father's name is also Dennis, so I'd imagine that has more to do with it than anything. But
yeah.
Free throw good. It's 81-55 the score right now here in the PE Center. Malachi Halfwork outside to Flowers. Flowers off the dribble, gets it over to Patton. Sayer Patton now near side, gets it to Halfwork. Back to Guzlakic, back to Halfwork, now inside to King. King posts up, nice little up and under move. Misses it, gets his own rebound. King pulls it back out, and now a jump ball tie up. The ball will go towards the side of Montana Tech.
Possession, Montana Tech.
81-55.
Now Carroll wants to, these guys, both teams have got their subs in the ball game. They're backups. Carroll wants to play defense without fouling. Let the clock is their friend. Let the clock run. Make Tech score with the clock running.
Keely Bake kicks it out. Christian Jones, three over Flowers, and he knocks it down. Nice shot there. Christian Jones is having a nice little game tonight.
Yes, he is.
He's now got 10. He's 3 for 3 from the field.
Laurel,
2 for
Montana.
2 from 3.
Laurel, Montana.
It's a good place.
Yeah.
Haven't been there in a while. Dennis Flowers the third, top of the key. Had a friend in college who was from Laurel my freshman year. Dennis Flowers the third on the drive, dumps it off to Guzlakic. Guzlakic pump fakes, kicks it out. Sayer Patton pump fakes, pulls up for mid-range, and he knocks it down. And I tell you, Sayer Patton, he's going to be a guy where if it's not this year, it'll be next year. I mean, he's instant offense.
Yep.
He's going to be a big-time player for Carroll before he graduates.
He scored 1,000,000 points at Shoto.
Pump fake on the other end. It's Bridger Deedon, takes it up the baseline and puts it in for 2. But yeah, I mean, and you can. I think he's got a similar trajectory as Dane Warp. And I'm not going to go out and just on a limb and say anyone's going to be as good as Dane Warp. He's one of the best scorers Carroll's seen. His Halfwork misses a pull-up shot, but an offensive rebound by Guzlakic out to Flowers. 3. Oh my! Dennis Flowers the third, and that one was from NBA range.
And that was a catch and shoot, which he doesn't usually do.
He heard me talking.
Yeah,
he heard me talking. 86-60, the Saints lead by 26. But back to what I was saying about Sayer. I mean, the offensive game is there. He's putting everything together at the college level. Three-pointer up from Lawrence, and that one's good. But if it's not this year, it's going to be next year. He's going to be a big-time player for this Carroll basketball program. Malachi Halfwork, far wing. Top of the key now. Gets a screen from Guzlakic. Passes it out. Flowers, step back, 3. Oh, heat check there from Dennis. No good. He gets his own rebound, though, and passes it out to Halfwork. Now Patton, far side, gets it to King. King hands it off to Patton. Patton loses it out of bounds. Little miscommunication there on the handoff. That's a turnover by the Saints. Lieberg will check in. Flowers will head to the bench. I imagine that's the last of Dennis Flowers we'll see. So now the 5 on the court. Brad King at the 5, Guzlakik at the 4. Then your guards, Jaden Lieberg, Malachi Afwork, Sayre Patton on the court for the Saints. For Tech right now, three-pointer up from Lawrence from the near wing, but it's Camden Lawrence, Keely Bake, and Christian Jones making out the backcourt, and then Lyles and
now all these backup Tech guards could shoot, every friggin' one of them.
they're deep, man.
Yeah.
A lot of these guys, Christian Jones, Keely Bake, and not so much the other 3 out there right now with Lawrence and Lyles and Deedon, but Christian Jones and Keely Bake played a lot of minutes in the first 2 games between these 2 teams. I mean, we've played 3 games against Tech, and I've seen almost 3 completely different rotations. Obviously, there's some guys who are mainstays, but the way he staggers their minutes has been so different all 3 times we've played them. I guess that can be a weapon, though, for the Orediggers. Camden Lawrence to the other end. He puts up a shot and is fouled by Patton. Lawrence will go to the line and shoot 2.
Lawrence has got the idea that he can score, and you know what? I think he's right. When he gets it, there's one thing on his mind.
Yeah.
He's going to shoot it or he's going to bounce it and go to the rim.
He's what the kids are calling these days a bucket getter.
He's a freshman from Missoula Hellgate. So
yeah,
he was
went
on that
to
team.
Big Sky, then transferred to Hellgate.
And he was on the team last year.
Yeah, that would have won the state championship most likely if the tournament didn't get canceled. His free throw off the back iron, no good. They would have played Skyview, I think, in the final.
Who was good, but they were not at the level that Hellgate was.
I mean, Raleigh Wooster's starting for Utah State right now.
Is he really?
I was looking at their box score the other day, and he started a game last week, I think, against San Diego State, who's no slouch. 30-second timeout called by Montana Tech, so no reason not to keep it here, Coach. 86-67, a minute 34 on the clock in this one. And I mean, we said it about the women's game too, but when was the last time the women and the men back-to-back have just put together these types of performances on the same night?
Yeah,
against good teams.
It's been a real impressive night for a rivalry game between Tech and Carroll. But in the year of COVID, you got to turn around and do it again tomorrow afternoon, and that's what just makes it weird, because it could be completely different tomorrow night. Back in the day when we used to do this and play back to back, a lot of times there were 40-point swings.
Yeah.
One team would win by 21 night and lose the next night by the same amount.
Well, we'll see what happens tomorrow, I guess. These are good basketball teams we're watching right now, and I mean, I addressed it before the game. This isn't the same Saints team we saw in December play against Montana Tech, and the scoreboard indicates that same thought. Tech gets the steal. They take it up the other end. It's Camden Lawrence on the drive, puts it up, and he's fouled. Camden Lawrence will go to the line and shoot 2. Marat Guzlakik called for that one.
You know, I'm not exactly sure how long they're going to be able to keep Camden Lawrence out of that lineup.
I mean, you could see it in him in high school. I mean, he's just – some guys can just score. I mean, you see it – I don't want to just compare him to players in the NBA, but he's cut from the same cloth as there's always those players in the league.
Yep.
Carmelo Anthony, James Harden. These guys who are put on planet Earth to give people buckets. Camden Lawrence is one of those people. Obviously not to the same extent as those other guys.
But he is a –
he can play, man.
Yeah.
There's a tie up there after the missed free throw from Lawrence. It was Deedon and Guzlakik. Possession arrow favors the Saints, so the Carroll Saints will take it up now. A minute 5 on the clock, 86-67. The Saints in the lead. With his Brad King posting up. King rifles a pass across the key. Pedro to Lieberg. Lieberg pump fakes, now King again. Back to Afwork. High ball screen from King. Afwork rolls off near side, passes it out to Pedro. Pedro, top of the key. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Pedro drives. Nice pass to Guzlakik. Up and off the glass for 2.
Very nice.
I think he might have just nutmegged the defender with that basketball. 88-67. 21-point Saints lead, and a blocking foul called on Brad King as Deedon took it to the glass. I think Brad thought he was going to get the charge there, but
he wasn't. He was still in the cylinder. Yep. Yeah, he was. That was the right call.
Bridger Deedon will step to the line and shoot 2. Bridger Deedon, another Hellgate guy, and he was at Tech last year, redshirted, but he was at Hellgate the year before that when Raleigh Wooster was a junior.
Oh.
And they went to the state championship game and lost at the buzzer to Bozeman.
On that last second
that
play.
Layup. Yeah, they rifled one because Wooster hit a 3, I think, to either give Hellgate a 1-point lead or tie it, and then Bozeman came in the inbound and just whipped it around. free throw, no good from Bridger Deeden, but then he steals Brad King's outlet pass, puts it back up. It's no good, gets another rebound, puts it up again, and knocks it in for 2. 88-69, it's a 19-point Saints lead. Almost no difference between the shot clock and game clock. The Saints, well, they're not going to run it out because it's stolen by Keely Bake. Bake Euro steps across the key, kicks it out to Lawrence, and a blocking foul called this time on the Saints. Looks like Malachi Afwork will get called for that one. It's all right, though. That's an eye for an eye because Malachi took a nice charge earlier in the game. So Keely Bake, he's hobbling. I hope he's all right. Looks like they're favoring that ankle a little bit. Okay, are they going to take him out?
I think he torqued that ankle pretty good. Yeah, he did.
Christian Jones will check in and give him a break.
Yeah, he tweaked that ankle.
Hope he's all right.
Yeah. Get some ice on that thing.
Oh, yeah. Christian Jones will shoot the free throws for him. Jones first one up at the line. Off the rim, no good. It's 2 shots, though. Dual went up and got the rebound. I was quite confused. Jones will shoot one more. Puts it up. And knocks it down. So he splits the pair at the stripe. 70-88. Tech trailing the Saints. 13 seconds on the clock. Dribbling it out will be Afwork. And now Afwork will wind the clock down. 3, 2, 1. And that's a victory for the Fighting Saints. 88-70. Your final here tonight from the PE Center. And that's a not finding the right word to describe it right now, but that's a huge win for Coach Paulson and this Carroll team.
That's easily
great step in the right direction for the way things have been going this season.
Daniel, easily the best they've played this year.
Comfortably.
And I think a lot of that is due to the fact that they have been able to practice. They've been healthy, and they've been able to get some practices in. Early in the year, boy, it was really just day to day how many guys are going to be at practice. It's just been, once they start to put things together, you can see the coaching staff, the influence that they've had on this ball club, because this ball club was much improved from the last time they played Montana Tech.
Well, I'm excited to talk to Coach Paulson after this one. 88-70, though, an 18-point Carroll lead. We're going to take a quick 3-minute timeout. When we come back, Coach T and I will bring you the post-game show built by a Builder's First Source. We'll look at the stats. We'll look ahead to tomorrow. We'll talk to Coach Paulson, all that, much more coming up. But for now, an 88-70, Saints win to complete the sweep tonight of Montana Tech. You're listening to Carroll Basketball on Rewind 94.9 and KBOW Butte. We'll be back in 3 minutes.
Don't miss January clearance savings at Furniture Showroom. Stop in today for fantastic sale prices on our great selection of quality name brand sofas, love seats, sectionals, recliners, tables, and more. And if you need a new bed, you'll love the fantastic prices and incredible comfort you'll find on our complete selection of extremely affordable therapeutic beds. 12-month financing is available with approved credit on most purchases over $299. Don't miss January clearance savings at Furniture Showroom, 2200 North Last Chance Gulch in Helena.
When you need it, rent it at A1 Rentals.
Got projects? Make a stop at A1 Rental. They've got what you need. Sheetrock lifts and texture machines, floor sanders, grinders and polishers for wood and concrete floors, heaters, electric and propane, carpet cleaners too. Located at 1400 Cedar next to Party Plus.
When you need it, rent it at A1 Rentals.
School is back in session, and it's time to start rallying around those high school heroes, students. Know a high schooler who excels in the classroom, who exemplifies school and community spirit? Nominations for the Mattress Firm Student of the Year are now being accepted. A new student will be selected each week of the fall and spring semesters, and they'll not only get a chance to share their story live on Tutel and Nuanez each Friday, but they'll also have a chance to get a college scholarship at the end of the school year. Submit your Mattress Firm Student Athlete of the Week to mattressfirmmt.com.
You know that being in the right place at the right time is just part of it. What you do with the opportunity counts just as much. We have some of the lowest home loan rates right now. But without the right experience and guidance to help you make one of your biggest financial decisions, you're just guessing and hoping. When you work with one of our lenders, you'll know you've made the right choice. Because having experience, strong networks, and teamwork on your side matters. First Community Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hunting season is over. Winter is coming, and for you hunters or recreational shooters, don't forget about the 8 indoor shooting lanes at Range 406. It's the finest place in Helena for target practice, with 5 rifle lanes and 3 pistol lanes. Best of all,